Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Giving birth can be fascinating, bizarre, and sometimes extremely eccentric. It can put animals through an excruciating experience of pain and vulnerability. Hang on, as these crazy animal births will prove to you that life on Earth is indeed a miracle. Chameleon birthing. Animals like chameleons are so obsessed with maintaining their cover that they only move to hunt, mate, and give birth. For instance, this pet chameleon was recorded while it started giving birth to her young. It refused to give birth in front of the recorder, but instinctively started giving birth and only moving when one of her babies would come out. Interestingly, even the young have evolutionary traits to be able to hold on to tree branches and move only when necessary. The parent chameleon gave birth to 14 babies without any problems. Squid birthing. Researchers documented this incredibly rare sight showing maternal instincts of a parent squid in early January 2016, filmed at a depth of 1,390 meters at Monterey Bay, showing a mother squid that was grasping hundreds of eggs in her arms. At first, tiny and shiny little dot-sized objects were seen until a huge squid with an egg sac could be seen seconds later. Most squids reproduce by depositing egg cases on the seafloor or releasing eggs in a gelatinous mass that drifts in open water. These nurturing mothers will carry the eggs until they hatch to improve their baby's chance for survival. The baby squids pop out of the eggs like drifting along in the water. Birth to rare breed. Certainly, the birth of this rare species was very much due, with the birth of another pair of 2 cubs of a leopard breed that is critically endangered, restored hope in the survival of the species. In 2016, Twycross zoo officials in the United Kingdom were fascinated upon spotting the young nuzzling up to their mother. The camera planted in her birthing den shows Mother Amer leopard leading her babies to nurse for the first time, moments after the birth. Crab with babies. Most animals prefer to build a nest to secure their young. Some rather prefer to carry with them everywhere. This mother crab was found to have tens of thousands of its babies bound together in a mass on the underside of her body, with a special cement secreted by the hairs on her abdomen. Since these young crabs are tiny and relatively helpless, their mother carries them together to ensure that they survive until they grow to a certain age to go their own way. Dolphin birth. An hour into labor for an hour, the 12-year-old dolphin Keo gives its first birth at Hilton's Dolphin Quest in Hawaii. The baby dolphin began nursing within 4 hours of birth. Since the first 30 days of a newborn are critical, trainers ensured proper care, feeding, and hydration. It is perhaps one of the most lucky of dolphins to have not only trainers but close family to keep company. Visitors could see the new baby swimming with mom at the Dolphin Quest Hawaii in 2012, with Keo's calf being the 18th dolphin baby and the first second-generation calf to be born at the marine park ever since the opening in 1988. Huge pregnant dog. Ma'am Netta Julie was a 9-week pregnant dog that was found abandoned in front of the IAPA animal shelter in India. Although she was close to giving birth, but she was too weak to stand or move. Since the dog was terrified, the rescuers had to calm her down before taking in. She was provided with medical care and assisted in giving birth to 14 puppies. All of the 14 puppies were born healthy, and not long after this, dog family was given away for adoption into a new loving home. Snake giving birth. When it comes to having offspring, not all the snakes lay eggs. Some snakes give birth directly. A video was captured of a snake of viparous species that was seen giving live birth on the road by the beach somewhere in Bangladesh. Viparous species of snakes do not form eggs, as the babies are developed in membranes inside the mother, in a process similar to that of mammals. Aside from it being a wonderful experience to witness, it also educated most of the onlookers. The snake, however, was believed to have emerged from the seawater, where it was released along with its babies. Unsuccessful monkey birth. As much happiness the birth of young can bring sometimes balances the scale with sorrow. A pregnant monkey in an unknown wildlife reserve gave birth to a baby who died since the birthing process was long and unsafe. Due to lack of experience and assistance, the baby got choked while it was stuck in the middle, and due to lack of oxygen, it expired at some point during birth. It could also have passed away whilst it was still inside mom. Birth with human assistance. Aside from privacy, mothers often need additional assistance for a successful delivery. In 2020, a tame circus cheetah that also happened to be pregnant gave birth to 5 healthy cubs after going into labor. She was unwilling to give birth at first, but not long after she was taken to a private area in a comfortable position, gave birth one after the other. According to her trainers, this wildcat is 8 years old, who for the first time gave birth not long after she had a male neighbor. Spiders in spider. You may want to think twice before you squash off a pregnant spider. A video captured by an unknown resident from South Australia shows thousands of baby wolf spiders that came out, dispersing everywhere after their mother was squashed by a broom. The source reported that the huge spider came out of nowhere and remained stationary until he decided to take action. What would you have done if you were in a similar case? Do share with us down in the comments. Sheep stuck in birth. In February 2019, a shepherd from Texas was rearing his sheep flock when he noticed a pregnant sheep that was struggling to give birth. The baby lamb had its head out but got hung up inside its mother by the neck during the delivery in a way that it was choking. The shepherd immediately came to the rescue and was able to pull the lamb out in time, saving the life of both the mother and her offspring. If the owner wasn't around, this could have easily turned into a terrible tragedy. Stork throwing baby. Storks resort to a dark habit when it comes to the survival of their babies. The stork mothers are known to throw their babies out of the nest from great heights if they can sense that a particular offspring won't be able to make it in the long run. These birds consider it to be a waste of their energy and food that it risks the life of the rest of the chicks that are starving and puts limited resources to best use. Permanently pregnant. Female swamp wallaby species have an evolutionary trait that they remain pregnant throughout their lifetime. Their secret is that they have 2 uteruses that they can conceive a new baby in one of them, even before signing from the other one. Generally, they conceive 1 or 2 days prior to giving birth. It helps that they don't have a permanent partner and mate with whoever they fancy. Imagine the permanent hormonal rage inside the wallaby females. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows? We might even feature it in one of our videos. This picture of a pregnant monkey was taken on March 3, 2018 in Nakhon Sawan, Thailand, moments before it died. The owner of the monkey was taking the mother monkey to a local veterinarian for the birth of her young, but was hit by a car and died on the spot. Minutes after the tragedy, the local vet was called on the spot to conduct a surgery and save the baby monkeys after the accident when contractions were seen by onlookers. After nearly 4 minutes of surgery, the vet was able to surgically have the baby removed from its mother's corpse. Upon removing the baby, a CPR was conducted to revive the baby that may have also died otherwise. Abnormal large calf. An Iowa farmer, along with his crew, found one of their cows that was pregnant to be struggling to give birth. The farmer started assisting the mother cow using a chain to get hold of one of the calf's legs, and started pulling it out using a special pulling tool. The mother cow was very patient despite her condition. After a couple of minutes, they were able to pull the calf out, but were surprised to see it being unusually huge. According to a local vet, the late delivery of the calf is the cause of it growing within its mother. Lioness gives birth. A pregnant lioness that was behaving quite unlike itself from a zoo in the Netherlands gave birth to 3 cubs after it was found to be on the verge of delivery. The zoo officials managed to take the lioness into her transport cage that was out of sight. Upon confirmation, the incident was celebrated by releasing this video shortly after. According to local sources, the lioness looked quite happy after having her little bundles of joy. See you next time!